How do you feel like that drives your offense, and how much do you think you control the pace of the game?
A lot. I think just being a point guard, obviously, you gotta get the team or together and put them in the same spots, help them. So I think it starts with me, and when it's good, it's with me, and when it's bad, it's with me. So just making sure that I'm controlling the offense and controlling the team.
Also, how can you describe the moment when you forced that turnover and got it to Carr for the dunk? Describe the environment.
Just great. Obviously, it's Breslin, the best students in the world. So just when I got the steal, I know I looked back at Cohen and he kind of already knew it was kind of going to him. I just didn't know how I was going to get him the ball. So last second, I was just throw it off the glass. So.
Tom told us to ask you what the difference was between the first and the second half. What was it?
I definitely say our defense. We came in the locker room, we talked about it. It wasn't, the best, and definitely got to start with me. I think when I pick up the defense intensity, it kind of helps the other guys. So I think first half I didn't do my job, and I don't think I did my job this game to the best of my ability. So I definitely think next game got to bring it from minute one. However that got to bring it.
That being said, 5 steals in the kind of second half, you had something to build on there, right?
Definitely. Just second half, we got to make that be going into, the start of the game. However, we got to get it, whatever we got to do. Just got to make sure that we bring that same intensity and effort from minute one.
Tom said that the missing ingredient in the first half was your leadership. That's how he started his press conference. What do you say to that?
You said what?
You're missing your leadership in the first half.
I think I didn't do my job to start the first half. Just not leading, not helping, and it kind of showed out there. They got easy buckets. I wasn't the best defender, first half I can be. So just going into second half, we talked about it. I was on BS, I guess you could say, first half. So this second half is going out there, clean slate, 0-0. Basically, we looked at it, and whatever we got to do to pick up the intensity. And, that led to easy layups and buckets for us.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Different love for this game or whatever. It has upper hand on some games, but man, I feel like every game feels the same. Man, I take pride in every game. Every time I'm able to step on that court, it's a blessing. So that's just really how I feel. I'm excited to be able to do it every single day.
So what are your takeaways from this team's first real one? Again, you guys had exhibitions. You've been around all summer and everything, but for it to count for real now, what do you take away from what this first one was?
Our focus, and just I feel like our effort is good, but it can be a lot better. We as a team, we know we have things to work on, which is good when everybody has, when everybody is aware of what the improvements we need to make. And I feel like we're taking steps in the right direction. I feel like we're gonna be better because everybody, wants the same thing, and that's success. So when we have a team like this and a team that wants to play together, play to win, and things like that, I feel like we're gonna have a successful year.
Things were a little clunky in the first half,
Yep.
I guess. Maybe that's not the right word, but what do you think was going on there? And then once you guys flipped it and were able to distance a little bit, what happened there?
I would say it might have been a little. It might have been like that a little bit just because it's our first official game. It goes on it could be a mix of excitement, anxiousness, ready. We got freshmen. This their first game in here in the green and white. We got we got newcomers. Everybody's excited, and we have seniors. A lot goes into it. But once things were able to settle and we were able to really lock in and calm things down a bit and maintain and gain focus, I feel like we were able to hone in on the important things a little bit more. So yeah, I feel like that was the turnaround.
You mentioned the freshman. What do you think about what he provided for you guys?
Amazing.
Where can he go? Again, it's just one game, but
for sure. Jay Scott, that man played amazing. I'm able to say I'm proud of him, man. I'm old enough to I'm so proud of that man. He played his heart out, man. It's just on the boards on both ends of the floor. Just with his confidence, his heart, man. I love having a guy like that beside me. Man, I take him any day of the week, man, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Your first official game at the President. What did you make of the atmosphere of the meeting?
It was amazing, man. Especially with me being in the green and white this time, it felt good to have the fans, cheer for me. You
You were here last year.
for sure. But I'm officially on this side, and it was an amazing atmosphere, and my first game, my first win. So that you can't ask for anything more, man.
Where do you feel like it kind of felt like there was a certain point in the game that the switch kind of flipped and you guys sort of turned it to another level? Where did you feel like that happened?
I feel like it happened closer to the second half and going into the second half. That's a little later than we would want, but I'm glad it happened. So we have to do better at not needing to have to flip that switch, but if we need to do it earlier. So that's one of the things I think we're going to focus on going forward, and I think we'll be great at it. For sure.
Thank you.
I think just like getting used to it. I think, the exhibition games, we all treat them like real games, no matter if they count towards our record or not. So I think we just got more comfortable playing together, and especially playing at home, playing in front of our crowd on a Monday night home opener. It was loud in there. It was crazy. Fans were legit, and it was awesome.
You feel like you personally look pretty comfortable, competing, playing at this stage. Where's sort of your, I guess you don't know what's ahead of you, I guess necessarily. But where would you say your comfort level is right now in terms of when you're out there and what they're asking you to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gotten a lot more comfortable, especially over the summer, everything going into the fall, playing the exhibition games, getting my feet wet and everything. I think I've gotten a lot more comfortable just playing hard, knowing what I need to do when I go out there, and just try to focus on the play at hand, not try to think too far ahead, try to slow down a little bit, and just make the plays that you're able to make.
What do you think was the difference between the two halves? Where first half's a little clunky, kind of on both ends, I guess, then you guys would have separated a little bit in the second half. What was the difference between those two?
I think we just got it together in the second half. We came in here in the locker room. We went over what we needed to do, and I thought we executed a little bit better in the second half. We played a little bit better defense. Obviously, we out-rebounded them by a lot. I don't know what the exact count was, but I know Fears had 5 steals. We limited our turnovers, so that was pretty good too.
Gotcha. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it.
Obviously, you've probably been envisioning this day for a long time, your first college game. How do you feel like it came up to your expectations as far as when you're actually on the court for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, number one goal is obviously to win, and we came up with the win. I think I went over 3 from 3, or over 4, the one that I got fouled on, so definitely need to work on that, getting my three-point shot down. I think we shot below 30% from 3, so that's got to be a point of emphasis. But other than that, I thought I made a few hustle plays. Get on the glass, that was an emphasis from the exhibition games because we got out-rebounded, so that was definitely a key coming into this game.
Yeah, obviously it's a long season, but what are some of the things that you're focusing on when you're coming in the game and help your team each game?
Yeah, just knowing that when I check in, I got to bring in that energy. Sometimes we get off to a little bit of slow starts, so when that next group checks in, we got to pick it up from there and help out our guys.
We're not used to hearing Tom Izzo praise freshmen a lot, especially when they're 1 for 4 from the field. What did you do that made him happy?
I think when you're not hitting shots, you got to be able to do something else. So I thought it was rebounding pretty well, hustling, and just like being active and making my presence known on the court.
Could you feel the crowd and the reaction to you out there when you went in the game and when you made a play?
Yeah, I could definitely hear him. That Izzo was bumping today.
What did your teammates say to you? Because when you came out of the game a couple times, it looked like they were dapping you up. They were happy.
Yeah, they were just like, keep working, keep crashing the boards, keep hustling, and just keep working hard.
Did you ever see a team out shoot another one at the line, 37 attempts to 6?
37 attempts to 6. I didn't know that. That was crazy.
How'd you do that?
I think just being aggressive, trying to get our big men touches and everything, trying to get downhill. And I thought we drew a lot of fouls too. I thought we were just playing aggressive.
So how excited are you about Saturday, Arkansas?
Yeah, it's gonna be a great game. It's a great opponent, and now we just gotta focus in on practice this week and lock in and think about the game that's ahead of us right now.
What do you have to do better?
We gotta hit shots and defend better. Our defense wasn't up to what it needs to be, so that's what we need to focus on.
I think it was a loose ball scramble. You pick it up in the base.
The problem with the last 2 exhibition games, I think defense, dribble penetration, was giving up a lot of drives, which led to open threes, and they was hitting them. They was hitting a lot of them. They also hit some tough shots too, but I feel like most of those were our mistakes. So yeah.
What was the halftime conversations like, and where did you feel like the energy switch flipped for the team?
Oh yeah, the halftime was definitely intense. We all feel like we played bad. it wasn't nobody in particular. I felt like we kind of wasn't playing together. I feel like we kind of was playing separately, playing as individuals, and I feel like that second half we started playing together, playing team defense. So I feel like that's what turned it around.
The ball screen defense, some of the switches look like they were just a touch off. Is that just guys acclimating to playing together, or like where exactly is that coming from?
I would say like we never had this many new people on the team before. It's been tough. So we just gotta emphasize communicating even more. Now, like if me and Jeremy's on the same side, I feel like even if we don't talk, I feel like we kind of have the chemistry to where we know what we're gonna do. But when we're in with me and him, or when everybody else is in with people we haven't played with before, it's different. You got to overemphasize the talking part of the communication. So I feel like we got to do that. We got to get better at that.
Tom said he thought maybe the free throws, it wasn't for you guys as a team, wasn't